Good morning 8th standard children. Hope all have enjoyed Onam, and also in between I think all of you all must have prepared for the online evaluation that is coming on September 7th. All the best for it children. Now after the exam we will be sending this new lessons videos. Now we go to lesson 3, to the valley of flowers. Now there is one get set given there. Can you name these activities? Write the names in the boxes. Now the first one, you can see the picture of a mountain and two people trying to climb it. The name for that activity is mountaineering. It is called mountaineering, trying to climb up the mountain. Now in the second picture you can see 2 or 3 people on the hillside, that is trekking. It is called trekking. In the third picture you can see a boat, and what are they doing? They are rowing, R-O-W-I-N-G. It is called rowing. And the last picture is diving, diving under the water. You can see with the tube they are having, swimming tube they are having, diving suit is there, and they are under the water. Now have you ever tried trekking or any other adventure sport? Share your experience in the class. So when we meet we can discuss that. Now travel. All of you all like to travel. Many people, most of the people like to travel. Some of them like to travel alone. Some like to travel with their friends, with their families, or in groups. Travel means different things to different people. While some of us like to travel in groups with our family or friends, others like traveling and exploring places on their own. Sometimes solo travelers find unexpected travel companions along the way. Read this account of how a trekker gets help from strangers to navigate a difficult trail. Now here in this lesson the author is a lady. Her name is Romola Brutalia. Yes, she is going trekking and she is going alone. Now on her way she finds some unexpected people who help her to reach her aim. Now section 1. It took innumerable stops and an interminable time to cover the distance of 25 kilometers from Badrinath to Govind Ghat by bus. At the few tea stalls on the road, I located someone willing to carry my rucksack to Gangaria, 13 kilometers of cobbled uphill path away. So she is writing this story about her trip. It took innumerable stops. Innumerable means many, numberless. Many stops and an interminable time. Interminable means very long and irritating. That means it took a very long time to cover the distance. That means from Badrinath she had to go to Govind Ghat. So to reach Govind Ghat she had to take a very long time. And it was 25 kilometers from Badrinath to Govind Ghat by bus. At the few tea stalls on the road, you see when you travel, especially on the hillsides, we can see small tea shops. People will be selling teas and snacks. So I located someone willing to carry my rucksack to Gangaria, 13 kilometers of cobbled uphill path away. So she saw somebody who was ready to carry her rucksack. Rucksack means her luggage, the bag at the back of the shoulder we put when we trek. So she wants to go to reach Gangaria, uphill path away. I was impatient to reach Gangaria before darkness. Before it became night, she wanted to reach Gangaria. Setting off at 1 p.m. after a hurried lunch, I bought a cane with an iron tip which would come in handy when crossing the ice sheets. So after having a lunch quickly, what did she do? She started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. She bought a cane with an iron tip. Haven't you seen the cane? Haven't you seen the old people carrying sticks with them when they walk? That is the cane with an iron tip, which would come in handy when crossing the ice sheets. So on the pilgrim route to Hemkund Sahib, the trail to Gangaria is populated with tea stalls at every bend, cobbled for the mules and littered, since we Indians have this amazing ability to drop our garbage with aplomb and walk on undeterred. So where was she going? She was going to Hemkund Sahib. It was a pilgrimage place of the Sikhs, of the Sikh people. Hemkund Sahib, that is formerly in the olden days it was known as Gurudwara Hemkund Sahib Ji. That is a Sikh place of worship and pilgrimage in the Chamoli district in Uttarakhand. So she was going there, and on the way to Gangaria, on the roadside, at every corner, at every bend, there were many tea stalls, cobbled for the mules and littered, since we Indians have this amazing ability to drop our garbage with aplomb. With aplomb means without hesitation, without any care, and walk on undeterred. So after drinking the tea, they just throw away the cups on the roadside, not at all bothered, and then they walk on. The first 6-7 kilometers was sheer joyless trudging. What is the meaning of trudging? Slow and tiresome walk, until I had gained some height and could glimpse the Himalayas that I seek on the treks, a remote, majestic, splendid and still. You can see in the picture on page 31. You can see how beautiful is the Himalaya mountains that can be seen there. Now, the first 6-7 kilometers, it was sheer trudging, tireless it was, walking on and on, until she could see a glimpse of the Himalayas. It looked remote, it looked all alone, very majestic, very beautiful and splendid. Luckily, I was not asked where I was headed, since everyone obviously had a single destination. So all the people going that way had only one aim in their mind, that is, they were going to Hemkund Sahib. I had recovered my state of equilibrium and could enjoy nature and walk without human interaction. Equilibrium means balance. Now I was completely happy now, even though I was feeling tired. I did not want to stop walking till I reached Hemkund Sahib. I started enjoying the trek. It was moderately steep, increasingly more beautiful, and I was in tune with my surroundings. So she loved walking on the hillside. The hills were very steep, and so, but she was looking at it more beautifully, the hills, and I was in tune with my surroundings. She liked the surroundings very much. By the time I reached Gangaria, I was happy to call it a day. I scouted around and found myself a basic but neat single-bedded room with an attached toilet in a private lodge near the Garhwal Mandal Vikas Nigam. So, by the end of the day, she had reached almost Gangaria, and she found a very small hut or room, a single bedded room with an attached toilet in a private lodge. And where was the place? Garhwal Mandal Vikas Nigam. The only information that I could get about the trail to the Valley of Flowers was that no one was going on that route yet. So, from the lodge, she asked most of them where they were going, but nobody was going to this place, that is the Valley of Flowers, where she wanted to go. I wandered through the market to get the flavor of the place. It was a one-night halt on a pilgrimage route, no particular vibes in the hustle and bustle. So, after keeping all the luggage in the hotel, in the small lodge, she wandered, she went to the market to get to see what all things were there, and it was a one-night halt only. She had to halt there for one night. The next day morning she had to leave the lodge. Outside there were hundreds of people moving to and fro, busy with the business of settling themselves in for the night. So when she went out, she saw there were many people on the streets. They were walking up and down, busy with buying things and also getting ready to go home because it was going to be night. I wandered out and thought it befitting that I should have 100 grams of hot jalebi. So she thought of eating very hot jalebis and she bought 100 grams of jalebi, and walking back to my lodge, I retired early. Then she reached her lodge. Retired early means she went to bed early. At 4:15 a.m. I was woken up with steaming hot tea and a tepid bucket of water. You remember, it is a very cold place. It is the Himalayas, the very cold place. So at early morning 4:15 she got up. There was somebody bringing hot tea and one tepid bucket of water. Tepid means not very warm, not too cold and not too warm. So with this our section 1 is over. So read the lesson, children, section 1 very well. There are many big words. Study the spellings and also their meanings. Okay, we'll continue in the next class. Thank you.